So we're doing some errands in Meena Bazaar. We just thought we'd stop off and have a look at some of the vegetables. I've got a friend of mine with me. What's caught your eye, Katrina?
This one has here. It's called drumstick India. But I've
Drumstick,
never seen,
yeah.
never
Well,
seen nothing like
I mean,
it.
I guess drumstick because it sort of looks like a long, sort of thin stick, so it looks like a drumstick. I think this is what you get in sambar, which is a sort of South Indian lentil vegetable that you eat with dosas, and I think they sort of chop them up and then they cook them, and you sort of suck out all the fleshy part and you leave the fibrous part.
It's quite hard.
It is quite tough like that,
quite
yeah,
tough, yeah.
absolutely.
And this bad boy here?
I'm not sure. I mean, they're calling it Kamal Kakri there. I've never seen that, but I think it might be, I'm hazarding a guess, lotus root. Somebody might tell me that I'm not, that's not right. And then over here it says jackfruit. I made the mistake once of sort of buying jackfruit that was sort of ready peeled, and it looked kind of like a peach sort of colour, and it was too sweet. But the lady over here assures me that that this is the raw jackfruit, so maybe we'll buy a little bit and make some curry. I think what's also quite interesting is right over here. So if you are shopping, I mean, you can have just plain water, but what is lovely, you can walk into this little supermarket here. What's the name of this supermarket? Western supermarket in Meena Bazaar, and we're having fresh coconut that they've cut up for us. I think they call it tender coconut. How much is that? Kitne ka?
Mama, 6.95.
So $6.95. So $6.95 for a fresh coconut. Cheers, everyone. If you ever want any sort of haberdashery, I mean, this takes it to another level, really, in Meena Bazaar. You have little shops like this dotted around, and you can get trimmings and bows and zips. Although I need a smaller zip, and they've told me to go around the corner where there's a place they sell just zips, and you can get little edgings and beadings and trimmings and things like that. But you can also get things like these pom-poms. He's got all different colours here that you might want to add to an end of a cushion. All different sizes there as well. Look, if you go back there, you've got those sort of really large ones as well that you could put on the end of a floor cushion or a scatter cushion and really customise something. So we're in Meena Bazaar doing a bit of. So we've come looking for zips at the moment. We've come to what's the name? Ye dukaan ka naam kya?
4S.
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 4S. So it's 4S, and you've got every kind of zip imaginable here. Look at this. These are all different zips, all different shades and everything. Pretty decent quality. I'm just getting a little black one here. This is 2 dirham, so I'm going to get one in cream and one in white. But interestingly, they also do this sort of quite unusual, I've not seen it before, work sort of connected to eyelets, which you would put on a piece of denim or something. And they have all sorts of different ranges of buttons here, from shells to all different kinds. So yeah, really interesting. It's down like a little lane behind Rinko off Meena Bazaar side. So another really good reason to come to Bazaar is to get all those little trinkets you've got that need sorting out. So these are a pair of just sort of silver earrings here with this hook, and they were really dull. So what they did is they just dipped them in gold for me. These earrings of mine just kept coming off. They were actually from, I think, Bloomingdale's or somewhere like that, but they put a little back on for me, so they're not going to fall off. And these were a bit too long, so they had these sort of little extra bits on, and they just took those bits off, and they look kind of much more wearable now, and they're lighter for my ears. And my friend had her necklace re-threaded here for about 50 dirhams, so that's very wearable again. New string put on, so that's Royal Crown Jewellers shopping in Meena Bazaar. And what would a shopping trip be without having something to eat in Meena Bazaar? So we've come to Purin Malls. It's a vegetarian restaurant with quite a few branches, so we've decided to share a bhel puri. Masala dosa, but we've got the masala, which is the potato separate, and some idli and sambar. I mean, the masala the dosa's fried, but there's nothing deep fried, so it's pretty healthy. I'm having a coffee. Watch out, because if you do order tea, it is already sugared. And then we've just had some dinner at Purin Malls, and we've come across the road to a place called Kulfilicious. Again, there's a few branches of these. Kulfi Zone is what we're in, and my friend has had a Bista, which is pistachio. But I think what's quite interesting also to note is they've got things like, all the usual flavours, which I would say were things like pistachio, badam is almond, kaju is cashew nut, but they've also got things like seasonal flavours. So you've got sitafal here, which is custard apple, I think, chiku, which is sapadilla, it's like a sort of Indian plum, and lychee. So they've even got kids' flavours, that's interesting here. So come along and have some Kulfi-licious.